Hi there, Serial Trader here. Let's have a quick check-in with Bitcoin as I think it's finally started a move that we've been anticipating for a while. So we had this nice low back in the middle of December, and this is on the Bitfinex chart, so levels will be different depending on what exchange you're looking at, but they're all going to be pretty similar within, a couple $100 or so of each other, depending. Anyways, we had that nice December 15th low here on Bitfinex. That came in at 32.15. Now we did a nice 5-wave rally, and this is the daily chart. Nice 5-wave rally up for either a wave 1 or wave A. And the last time I did a video, we were in the midst of this correction down that was looking to set a higher low. Now it's certainly taken longer than I may have originally anticipated. You see the length of the initial A wave down, then we had the B wave up. Now this C wave really was long and drawn out, but there's actually a technical reason for that, and that's because it did what's called an ending diagonal for wave C, and that's where you have wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and wave 1 is longer than wave 3, and wave 3 is longer than wave 5, and you absolutely must have wave 4 1 overlap in this case. It's not like an impulse wave. So a nice ending diagonal wave C, time consuming, but really it found support right where it needed to, roughly. We had the 786 retracement of this overall impulse from the December low, and we just kind of danced around that area, certainly poked below it a few times, but largely held it. And we also had the equality relationship between this wave A projected off the B wave termination point, projected down for C. We got a little bit past that. That was around 35.20. And of course the 786 was a little lower than that, 34.65. And then the ultimate bottom actually ended up being 34.05. But the most important thing is that if this was going to be a initial impulse off the bottom, then we had no business doing a full retrace or taking out the low. So it held. So anything up to a 100% retracement, certainly in the wave 2 scenario, would have been acceptable. So we got a nice deep retracement below the 786, but we did set a nice higher low above that 32.15. And now obviously just today, earlier today, we've had some nice trending price action up on good volume. You see this volume we put in today is higher than many prior days here. It looks like at least a couple of weeks or more. So a nice up move from a level where it basically needed to find a bottom. It did. Got a nice move up on good volume. We haven't truly broken out yet. I'd like to see this upper channel line break out, just to add further confirmation. But I'd say the probabilities are pretty good here based on the overall pattern and the volume that showed up and everything else. So now we're looking for this to unfold in some sort of impulsive 5-wave advance in either a wave 3 or a wave C, depending whether we have a 1 up, 2 down, or an A up, B down. From a trading perspective, it doesn't really matter the overall count. This could be like the buying opportunity here for the next Bitcoin bull run, or this could just be a trade, which is still a good trade, for a C wave up and then we go down again. That's not known right now, but what is known is that the near-term pattern suggests higher, and significantly higher. I mean, just the equality relationship, if it's a C wave, for instance, and that's the equality relationship between if we got A up and B down here, that would be around 45.74 here, and we're currently at 37.09, so that's it's a pretty good move even from current levels percentage-wise. And of course, if it's more than just a C wave and we're actually going up in a new large degree impulse, so we could have a target that's much higher than that eventually, but just to be conservative, around that 4,500 and change mark is a good initial target, I'd say. Now, just looking at everything here, I had a position on. I've had it on this whole time. My stop was originally below the December lows. I've now moved the stop up to below this most recent low we put in. Now, I'm not actually trading on Bitfinex, but the exchange I'm using, I have the stop below that, and that's on the Kraken exchange. So the stop is just below the low we put in recently, and that actually makes it an almost riskless trade at this point, because I averaged in to get a very nice entry when it was all said and done. So that's just the update for Bitcoin. Pretty exciting to see some action after basically being in what seemed like a slow downward bleed, but really it was just this ending diagonal, and just torturing longs and shorts here, torturing the patience really of everyone. But I think the market has started to reveal the true direction here, and it looks like upside is where we're going to go. And nice that we have that level to define a tighter stop against now that we just put in there. So on Bitfinex, that level is 3405.3. And again, just reference whatever exchange you're using to apply that to yourself. All right, we'll certainly keep a watch on this one. Ideally, we've just started a major Bitcoin bull run by having our first impulse off the bottom and setting our first higher low, and now trending back up. But time will tell. Just thought I'd put an update on that one. All right, Serial Trader signing off.